Hi everyone, in this video I will show you how I use my Temporalis Auto Bomber build with Invoker Monk. So this is probably the strongest uh, build in the game, and it clears maps and bosses very fast, so it's a great build. So yeah, let me directly go into the build and how it looks like. You can use any wand, like in the before this I was using a wand with R3 to level of all lightning spell skills, and I didn't see much difference. For this one I paid 15 divine, but other one was 1 divine, and it was more than fine. In the wand you need to pay attention to critical hit chance for spells, because this is important one, and I pay attention to get some lightning extra damage and spell damage and like those kind of stuff. But this build already has lots of DPS, so don't worry about much DPS. DPS is highly related to your critical hit, so try to get critical hit as much as possible. That's the golden rule of this build, because normally this is a mage build and my monk is built as mage. So let me show you. Like I have intelligence, my intelligence and dexterity and strength is needed for the shoes, but yeah. So this is one piece, and this is try to get as much as high as energy shield on the helmet, because we are sacrificing energy shield from the shoes. And as you know, energy shield helps us to stay alive, and I have 6.3 thousand energy shield, and with meditate, this number, yeah, this number increases. Not, let me switch my increase it higher. With meditate it reaches 12,000, because I switch back to my normal weapon. So yeah, energy shield is important to keep us alive, and like our DPS is already more than fine. So yeah, try to get as much as energy shield. This is like anything works here as long as you are using Jade Amulet, because in here we need it is it's greater lightning bolt. I was using level 18 greater lightning bolt version, and it was doing fine. In here as an annihilation I am using this node, but again, getting critical hit chance is important. As long as you get critical hit chance, you are good. Some yeah. In here we need high amount of spirit. Like let me show you. My total spirit is 314, and I am using 310 of it. And if I would have more, I would use more. But like I bought this probably for 1 divine, and normally you could find it cheaper. But what makes it 1 divine is this has intelligence. So having, if you can get intelligence and dexterity, like if you can get stats here, that's good. And in here I have like 56% increase mana regeneration rate. Yeah, this build consumes a good amount of mana, so I love mana regeneration rate. So try to get some bonuses and try to get rid of allies in your presence related stuff, because we don't use it, we use other stuff. It can be any other Sceptre. We only, the main functionality of this Sceptre is to bring us increased spirit. We need a lot of spirit with this build. Temporalis, of course, Temporalis is great to decrease cooldown of link spell. This is one of the main idea idea revolving around this, and this is the highest costing item in the build. Ingenuity belt is good overall, and I like mine. Yeah, this is a glow with high energy shield and covers my missing resistances. In here, yeah, again, I am trying to cover my resistances, and I'm trying to get some extra damages. Like without extra damage, I am still fine. So you can adjust, you can put on your rings whatever you need. In here, as you can see, I have 90% increased mana regeneration rate because it is important, and with engineer to belt it increases a lot. I have some lightning damage, and I cover my missing resistances here. Let me show you my resistances. Fire and lightning are 98% and cold is 76. And yeah, this ring also brings 53% increased item rarity with ingenuity belt. This becomes 96%, which is fine. Yeah, you can adjust as you wish. Yeah, try to cover your missing resistances. Damage, I don't think damage is critical. Okay. It is optional. If you have good, if you have extra damage, it's good. This mana potion is not needed. You can use any mana potion. To me, like I had extra device and I just wanted to put it there. And as a second weapon, this is a simple second weapon. After 3 level of all spell skills, because I am getting my meditate faster. That's the whole purpose of this, and increased cast speed, etc. And as a focus, in the focus in here, I paid attention to increased energy shields recharge rate, as you can see here. This is important one. Yeah, I don't see much other. Of course, like having some extra energy shield here is important, but not that much critical. Yeah, focus on getting increased energy shield recharge rate. I won't explain how to create this swap weapon setup because another YouTuber already offered that. I will put that link below, so you can, if you want to set up your swap weapon setup, you can go from there. Again, overall, yeah, this build works around. So critical parts for this build is shoes and temporalis, and this amulet, jade amulet. Rest of the stuff are cheap. This is also cheap. This is also cheap. Like you can find this for 20-30 exalt. This is also probably, it should be around 10 exalt. This is the expensive part, and this is also like you can find this around probably 25 divine. This should be around 350 divine. So that's, yeah, that's the problem with Temporalis roll. Yeah, other than that, let me go to my passives. So in here, like I won't dive into exactly everything, and I am sure I won't provide like, you know, a build in another site. So whatever you see here is the best I can do. Okay. So in here I put meditate is important for this one. It helps a lot, and I am getting extra lightning damage because why not? I tried to go and get I shall rage, but yeah, like I am fine with this. And this is also a very nice one, meta skill, because we are using 2 meta skills. So yeah, this is also a good one. This is also a good one. Normally, yeah, that's where I put my ascendancy points. And the rest of the stuff here, as you can see, if you want a copy, you can follow here. Maybe if you ask like why this is darker than the other one, because I am using this my first weapon. When I switch to my second weapon, this goes away. So yeah, that's why. Can I not change weapon here back? It looks like I can't. Oops. Okay. And in here, when you see green ones, they are from, I use them in other weapon. So my main weapon, I took these ones, I took this one, and I took these nodes, you know, this build, it is good to have energy shield. I am level 94, so I have quite amount of passive points. And I come here and I like jewels. in the Jewels I pay attention to. This is probably only one that has recovered 2% of mana on kill, and have one of recovered 2% of mana on kill at least one Jewel. This is a good one, and as you can see, this is not the best one because I don't even use a cube to focus, but yeah, that's the main thing with this Jewel. Stun threshold I cover from it here. Area of effects, yeah, that's we are hitting area of effects, so that's useful. Yeah, let me go further. This, mana reduction is important one. In here, I am stopping here to get 15% maximum lightning damage. In here, increased as you know, triggered spell damage. Our great lightning bolt is also a triggered spell, so this also brings more damage to there. So I am not taking this. If you are using meditate, you shouldn't take this because this node eternally auto subs energy shield recharge. Yeah. Other than that, yes, increased maximum energy shield is also another important attribute. I am looking for a Jewel, and critical hit chance is also a good one. Yeah. In here, I am taking these nodes, and this is, yeah, Chaos Integration is a very nice node. You don't have to worry about blood damage, poison, as you know. I am taking these nodes. Some people take these nodes, I saw that, but again, I pay more attention to stay alive, that's why I dropped these nodes. This is an important one, yeah, increased 60% energy shield. Yeah, if you have large controlled, yeah, this is massive ring. If you have such a luxury, you can get certain nodes. This is not a mandatory, but yeah, this is a good one. Otherwise, I was spending nodes to get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This saved me to 5 nodes. That's how I could put some points into other nodes, basically. If you don't have this one, again, this build is still doing great. Like this is just extra. And when I have this, I also took this one. If I wouldn't have this, I wouldn't take this node, and I wouldn't take these nodes if I wouldn't have controlled metamorphosis or Jewel. But again, if you have in here, if you are using Chaos Inoculation node, Chaos resistance doesn't matter. So just if you find something with high Chaos, like it damage. Actually, this is actually, yeah, lower Chaos resistance. Lower means it can be minus like minus 20. It doesn't matter. Just I only pay attention to have like it shouldn't hurt my all elemental resistance. That's the criteria. When I come here, as you can see here, I am taking these ones. This storm charge is an important one. Other than that, if you don't have enough points, you can skip the rest of the stuff. You can from here, you can just come here and take this one. Again, in here, I pay attention to get a good amount of maximum energy shield, and if possible, get critical hit chance. Yeah. And I had extra points, so I put this one, and this is a good one. Like I paid probably 3 divine for this, if I remember correctly. Maximum energy shield, area of effects, etc. Yeah, I got this one. Maximum energy shield is good. Again, the whole purpose is maximum energy shield, and if you don't have enough point, what does that mean? You will get lesser energy shield, which is still fine. Like I have, base energy shield is 6 points 3k. Like it is, this build can survive with 4k energy shield as well. But again, like you don't need further damage. I have been playing with this build for more than a month, and I am doing more than fine. Yeah, that's it with my passives. Again, all these stuff you see, additional stuff, they are green. They are for second weapon. You don't have to use second weapon like weapon staff, weapon slap, but it is not mandatory. But I highly suggest, because you will recharge your energy shield faster. So I guess I covered everything related to passives here. I saw that some people are taking these passives, which are good. Like I have no complaint with that. If you find like you can make your adjustment like that, I would have no complaint. But again, yeah, this build has no damage problem. My critical hit damage is not that much high, because I am only mostly focusing on critical hit chance. And let me show you my critical hit chance. Base critical hit chance. Let's check. Is 54%. With charge infusion, this is getting 64%. Charge infusion is affected by your base critical hit chance. If your base critical hit chance is around 35%, then it will increase to 40%. That's such a thing. Let me go through skills in here. Yeah, greater lightning bolts. Again, this is coming from Jade Amulet, and that's the main deal. In here, I am using considering casting, concentrated effects, ingenuity, and yeah, like this is still helping, by the way. Like when I take this one, as you can see, cooldown is 0.1, because that's the minimum cooldown with Temporalis, right? It decreases that 0.1 to 0.08 seconds. So that's why I am putting ingenuity here, because yeah, hitting as much as lightning, greater lightning bolt is good. And spell echo, yeah, this is also a good one. And yeah, that's it with greater lightning bolts. This is coming from my wand. Initiates is coming from my ascension. Lingering illusion. This is way to create power charge. And here, like to get additional 10% critical hit chance, I am spending 60 spirit. And this is free one. Just put it, and it will leave illusion on the field longer. And it is, again, because it's free, why not just use it? And this creates more additional power charge. Why not free? Because this is only skill that generates power charge in this build. Charge infusion, you don't need to put anything, but if you have extra spirit, you can put additional 30% increase mana regeneration, clarity, not needed, not mandatory. Cast on dodge, this is important one. And first of all, like this is 6 link, right? If you don't have 6 link, and if you want to make it one, I suggest you to check the trade side, because like to make a 6 link, you need to use perfect Javeler orb. For the cost of perfect Javeler orb, you can buy a 6 link skill on the trade side. And on the trade side, by the way, yeah, like for example, I bought this like that, and when I bought it, it was level 18, and you can still, even though it's corrupted, you can still upgrade the level of skill. It is possible, so it doesn't matter the level of skill when it's corrupted. You can upgrade it if you have your own skill gem all the time. And I had extra level 19 spirit gem, sorry, not skill gem, it's spirit gem. It applies to both, but my suggestion is, before making a 5 link, before investing a perfect Javeler orb, I suggest you to check a trade website. Probably it will be cheaper. So okay, let me go back to what I use cast on dodge. If you are familiar with this build, we are using making them quality plus 20% is important, because with this one. Like you can, when you press Alt, you will see that 10% reduced observation and sorry, reservation. So this uses mighty spirit instead of 100 spirit, even though it says reservation is 100 spirit, you save 10%, you save 10 spirit. This is how what quality helps here. So make your skills plus 20% quality. For this one, it is not important. For this one, I didn't do it, but for cast on dodge, it is important. I put two skills, spark skill here, and I made both of them quality plus 20. Let's check what quality does here. Fires 4 projectiles. This is what normally it fires 15 projectile. With this one, additional 4 projectile. So not bad. I use chain as a support skill, acceleration and inspiration, because I like to spend less mana, because otherwise I have mana problem. So yeah, would other support games work? Yeah, there are many other support games work, but these ones are doing a good job here. Cast on critical in here again. I bought this for like probably 200 exalt or something like that, 200, 300, I don't remember, but it was for the cost of a perfect Jewel Orb. Frost Wall is important for this build, because in here what is happening is you are overkilling your ice walls with when you create it with Frost Wall. So this is highly important one, and in here you will see that Frost Wall is level 9. When it is level 9, it is life is smaller, lesser. When it has lesser life, in here, for example, as you can see here, ice crystals have 830 maximum life. Normally, if you make this high, like let's say level 19, then it has more than 10,000 life. We want to overkill our ice crystals, so keeping this level 9, level 8, level 9 is good. You may say, you know what, why didn't you make it level 3? Because this skill requires minimum level 8. That's why probably like I am getting somewhere plus level 1 skill. Yeah, Fortress, this is a good one. There can be many other stuff, many other support gems you can use here, skill gems you can use here, but sorry, yeah, support gems you can use here. This is the one I am using, and they are fine. Spell Cascade and Ambush. Ambush is good because when they are full, you will I hit critical 100%, because it doubles. As you can see here, I have 54% with greater lightning bolt, right? So it will be 108% basically. It is good for farming map. This can be replaced, but I like it, and we don't have much damage issue, so at the end of the day it doesn't matter much. Blink, this is free one, so that's why I put this is also another free one, that's why I put, and this is also another actually this increases cost multiplier, but yeah, I wanted to put it for the sake of survivability. Survivability is I pay more attention to stay alive than dealing damage, because damage is already more than fine. This is another free, because it doesn't spend more mana or something like that, so like yeah, why not? But you don't have to have any of these. Blink can be empty. Eye of the Winter, no need, so it doesn't matter what you put here, because this is even not part of the build. I just put it there, and that's it for the skills. I hope I didn't skip anything. Yeah, if you want to put anything to Blink, Energy Barrier, Arcane Tempo, Unbreakable, Arcane Surge, none of them are needed. Just Yeah, for additional stuff in here. Like if you don't have 314, and like if you want to save 10 spirit, you can get rid of it. If you are missing 60 spirit, you can get rid of lingering illusion and charge infusion together. Then you won't be getting additional 10% critical hit chance. Normally this will be 64% with this effect. That's the sacrifice you will be making, but the build is still working fine, more than fine. Okay, this is how the build is. I believe I covered everything. So now I will showcase how, yeah, what this build can do. Now let's put a tier 15. And yeah, see what it does. One thing with this build, you know what? Yeah, before starting map, let him show you with stuff. So I suggest you to decrease graphics settings. I made it ultra performance because there will be lag if you are doing multiplayer. Again, like make it again ultra performance and shadow quality low. Oops, I have some other stuff here. Triple buffering, dynamic cooling, I activated them, and other than that, yeah, like you can get lots of lag. Keep in mind because this build is messy. If you are in multiplayer, let others know that they should decrease their settings. Otherwise, the graphic settings. Otherwise, they will have a huge lag. This build is now I use weapon swap, and you can see when I change builds, my maximum mana increases to 7,000. That's why we see maximum my energy shield is 14,000. Now I have a shortcut key, and I switched back to my normal weapon, and energy shield is back to 12,000. Let's go. Ice walls, and then you are overflowing ice walls. How this works. And create. Pay attention where you are looking at. Beyond it. I think level 14 challenge. One of these map. So we can definitely I will try to be efficient in the map for the sake of the showcase. Let's go. So this blink we can jump to everywhere, and not fast as you can see. You don't need to pay much attention to stuff. I don't pay attention to my than that. But like you don't even most of the time look at the map what is happening there. It will see everything badly. Pay attention to the anything, and then you see the actual withdraw. And you can prevent your other weapon and make a quick charge of your energy with then you can go back to the match. We are good to go. That's all. If you have any question, you can put it in the comments, and if I forget anything, yeah, I hope this time I covered everything. Again, main focus is try to keep your energy shield as much as high. That why, like in my gels, etc. stuff, I am paying attention to get high energy shields. That's like in here you can see I have 20% energy shield. You won't suffer from damage much. And you know what? Probably I didn't show that, but like my critical hit damage, hit chance is 54%, but critical hit damage is 218. More than fine. Like I killed everything, every boss, even Trial of Shekmas boss. I forgot the name of the guy starting with Z. It doesn't take more than 5 seconds to kill that guy as well with this build. Okay, so you are not suffering from damage basically. So yeah, try to keep your energy shield high because why not? Like I don't like dying. If you want to take additional measurements, like at this level I hate dying, so I paid some exalts to this one, and like if I die I will get 75% less experience loss, and it is activated all the time in case I die. I don't want to lose that much exp at level 19, sorry, 94. That's all from me. I hope you find this useful.